All right. Testing, testing. 1 2 1 2 1 1 2. All right, the camera could be better. I want to turn the camera off, guys. Straight away turn the camera off. I don't like what I see. It's just the lighting, guys. My light that I used to use is just gone busted. So I have to buy another one. To be frank, I'm not really keen on these lighting and the camera things. I'm a very camera shy person. But anyways, what am I talking about? Welcome to the stream, everyone. And let's see if the bots are working fine. Let's go. Welcome. Let's try our stream element bot. It says it's running, so let's try that. Here we go. Great. Right. Okay, looks about right. Right? All right. So looks good to me. Sound seems to be all right. Well, let's get this thing rolling then, I guess. And let's see. Right. All right, boys and girls, if there is any. I'm going to be looking at my watch list. Let's have a look at my watch list. What do we got? Okay, PRST, as you can see from yesterday, ROIV, Roivant Sciences, Biotech. This goes from 7 to 850. Not too bad. ROIV. Let's have a look. ROIV. ROI. The volume though, but the range though. It picked up the range really nice. Daily looks really good. Are we gonna see second day continuation? We might actually on this one. I'm not gonna lie, it looks good. Daily looks really good. Although we have a 9, but there's quite far. It's very thinly traded as well. What's the volume we got? Just over 10 million for a $6 stock. Tough. Let me just put 5 minutes, guys, for that, for us to see the whole thing, at least the dailies. Yeah, 5 minutes looks okay, but you know, yeah, let's put it ROIV. Could be something here, guys. Daily looks really good. Check out SPY. Crazy. So PRST, we already have ROIV and WINT. What happened to this guy? WINT. How come I missed this one? Oh, this was a hold fest. Yesterday we didn't actually pick up on this one. What the hell happened to this? Yesterday was crazy, guys, as you know, like just one of the craziest days I've seen for a long time when it comes to these small cap runners. Everything that was popping was running a massive. So yeah, it was good. What's up, Oasis? Welcome, buddy. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so we missed this one somehow. I mean, it wasn't on the watch list, obviously. It just popped up out of it. I should be putting some, but then again, you know, most of my watch list were in play. I can't complain. This did, however, go beyond the normal expectations. I mean, it came, that's why we missed it. It's actually after, yeah, it started popping about 10:30, 11. Yeah, that's when we missed it. But it actually started to halt around 9:50, 10. That was, we were still here. It was a really good one, actually. I mean, I probably wouldn't have taken it. Maybe I might have actually, looking back at this. I mean, yeah, over here I would have ignored it, but then volume kicked in big though. Volume kicked in. Would I have taken it? if to be honest, I might have missed this one. I think I might have missed this one, but really, I mean, hold fast, hold fast, hold fast, and then down hold, and then holds it. This is the thing. If something goes down hold, and after that, you've got a huge gap down as well, percentage-wise, yeah. So it holds at 13, it opens up at 11.70s. That's over $1 or so. Gap down on a $10. So that's 10% down on the halt. So you expect this to really wash off, right? You expect this to at least like cover 50% of the move. It didn't. It really didn't. It actually did one red candle, and after that, it started to create some really nice price action, very nice micro pullback, and just beautiful. Like really, like yeah. Momentum traders would have really loved this one, same as me. Probably might have missed it here, but if I was actually looking at it from the perspective of this price action, I probably would have actually gotten in this one. Beautiful, really nice. Today, I don't think it's going to produce anything else. Yesterday, it's actually done huge move from 4s all the way to the highs of 19s, which is massive, which is crazy, and drifted down. Did we see any? Dude, this was actually a better short than a long. Oh my god, that's yeah. Okay, let me just bear with me a second, guys. I just want to make sure that I snapshot this thing for educational purposes. But this setup really doesn't occur very much, to be honest. This is once in a, you will see them once in a while. It might not even be worth it to. I will still save it just in case if I want to talk about it in the YB Elite. Okay, let's go. Where did I put it? Right, OneDrive. Where did I put it? Trading, right? Okay, and chart studies. Charts. Okay, so we have WINT giving us a really nice setup. Okay, lovely. Yeah, it's looks like a more daily chart. Yeah, if there was a daily chart like that, really nice looking. But 5 minutes chart, beautiful. Anywho, let's go in and talk about the other ones. Let's talk about yesterday's gappers. So basically yesterday this thing gapped up, and this was also a really good opportunity about midday, though I would probably not have been there though. Probably would have not have been there. So we had a really successful trade, the first trade on CFRX, and then this was just an ad, and then I got stopped out just like the last batch, which was about 25%, close to break even, maybe just a little bit more profit on the remaining runner, but it was nevertheless really good trade. But today, if you ask me, am I going to trade it? No, I'm probably not going to trade it until it starts to actually go for that 3 break. So I'm going to put that alert on 3. And if it starts to hit that, then we can be interested. And before that, no, there's going to be a lot of plays on this one that's not going to be good. Like, it's just going to chop around. This one, however, PRST, we had a really decent trade PRST, I took, this was the bigger trade out of them all. This trade was massive. And then the second trade, I exited, okay, let me put in 1 minute actually, because that's not very clear what I did there. Okay, here we go. So first trade on this one was like 4 cents loser. 4 cents loser. And then second trade, when it started to really sort of show that it actually doesn't want to reverse, it's actually pulling back nicely and tightening and bringing that volume. Look at this volume, you just cannot ignore that. And once I started to see volume coming in, price action starting to grind up, yeah, that was a perfect entry. The only issue with this one was I wish I could have taken way more on the break of this here. I was actually mentioning 260 break, I would take more, but it didn't give me a chance. But big trade. It came down, this right here, this candle was almost like a stuff on a wash, which means it actually trapped a lot of buyers, a lot of breakout traders, and then really sort of washed, kind of like a rug pull on these small names, which is very likely that it actually comes back to its normal you know, where it started from, where the move started from, somewhere like that. That's why I exited on the remainder of the runner. I exited here, full. So that trade was over. Still very good trade. Now, at this point, I'm thinking, well, you know what? This is a reversal, complete reversal. This is going to wash down all the way, at least to 220s, 230s, right? That's why I took it off. I failed to notice, right, on this whole price action was actually declining volume. That's when I started noticing here, or maybe a bit later actually. I might have noticed it here somewhere. I noticed that, okay, well, you know, on the bounce, we're actually getting rising volume. And it's very simple, guys. It's not rocket science. Sometimes I miss these things as well myself. But volume, that's why it's important to pay attention to volume. It actually speaks to you. And if you can't really understand and basically understand that language of volume, then you pretty much are lacking a lot of things in trading. So let me see, Epic Pen. Okay, here we go. Now, I know I give you this example a lot, but this is the basic everybody should understand. And if somebody's watching this recording, I hope you understand the concept, why I stress on this one. Why, when we have a primary move, we want the volume to be with the move. So we have, let's say our long biased on it, right? So anytime we see a move up, right? Let's say, for example, this move up, right? This move up. Right? What happened? Volume, massive volume, rising volume. Okay, that's our basically primary move, right? And anytime it pulls back, which will be secondary, let's call it secondary or pullback move. So the pullback move, let's say this is our pullback move, and that's your pullback declining volume, which is perfectly in line to say to yourself that this actually is a pullback, not a reversal. Now, reversal would be completely different. Reversal would look like this, guys, on the volume. These volumes, when this reversed, it will start to rise, rising volume. All right, it will start to look like this, basically. So if it starts to look like that, the volume, and it's reversing, yes, that's actually confirming that the reversal is happening. I'm making it very clean. Obviously, it's not as clean as that, but that's the idea. But overall, generally, if you look at this and the volume, generally, volume was declining. And I was like, hold on a second. This is not a reversal. This is actually a pullback. And while I was watching this here, I noticed that it's actually sort of lower volume is basically almost dying, which means there's not many fight. There's not a lot of struggle. It's not very crowded. It's getting quiet. and the tightening of the range was like basically final nail in the coffin. And yeah, the volume picks up. As soon as the volume picked up, as you can see, look at this. I mean, this give you actually a hint here, even here. This was the first hint, second, third, and then the fourth. You can't even ignore that because it starts to break up that wedge pattern, beautiful wedge pattern, higher highs on the low of these wicks. And one thing you might have also noticed yesterday, if it was you were here, three zone here, goes down to 3 zone, bounces. Somebody was basically slowly dip buying this thing. And then eventually this happened, and we caught the second move to the upside very nicely. Now, yesterday I was mentioning as well before I left, after I took 3 partials, and I said my trading stop is here somewhere, I think, yeah. And I think I got out somewhere there. Why? Soon after I left. Why did I get out? Well, I was mentioning also that this is pretty much very, very, very clear reversal pattern we cannot ignore. So we've got this, we've got that, we got this, we got that, we got this, right? So what is that? Head and shoulder, right? I mean, these things play out. You can't ignore it. A lot of people might think, oh, what head and shoulder? That's your head and shoulder reversal. It actually happened. Now, it didn't go really far, but it actually did its job, which is basically the same size of the neck move, at least one neck move it did. So that was definitely a reversal. Now, looking at this, did the volume pick up? Not really. The volume was the only thing that was actually giving you a hint that this might not be a bigger reversal. It might be a bigger pullback, yes, but it might not be a bigger reversal because volume, again, was not supporting it, right? I mean, this move actually did turn out to be not a primary move, as you can see, declining volume, right? And then as it starts to bounce again for the primary move, it started to catch some momentum again, strangely. So it was still strong even after this reversal pattern, which at that point I gave up on the trade after this runner got hit. So yeah. And then it just got choppier. And it's good that I left in a perfect timing, actually. So that was the trades. That's the update, guys. This really decent trade. Later on, it actually ran. So this is the thing. When you start noticing again on the volume, this is also something that you could have paid attention to. You could have told yourself, if you were trading it later, right? Say to yourself basically, okay, so this pullback is not bringing a lot of rising volume. It's actually declining volume. So it's not actually a reversal. It might be a bigger pullback. So if you prepare yourself for maybe later down the line, you might have caught something here and then maybe break even. But if you waited, it comes back down to VWAP, similar to what it did here, goes into that price action, whereby it starts to tighten and lower volume. Lower volume means it's not crowded, it's not getting crowded. Any small volume pickup is going to start to move it. So if we can zoom into this area here, let me show you. So that's the area. So it comes down, bounces off the VWAP, just higher off the VWAP, and just starts to create this little price action. And you can see that slow, small sort of like a really sort of a signal for you that, yeah, volume is about to pick up or it's actually picking up. So now, I mean, seeing this, you could actually get ready for something nice on this one. Look, the volume picked up, maybe 390 break, and that was it. Yeah, that was a better entry, I think, than this, because this one could have been a good entry as well if you had taken it here or there. If you had waited till late, it was not actually, looking at this pullback, this was a pullback. So declining volume, pullback, yeah, that would have confirmed. So if you had entered here, that pullback would have definitely confirmed. In fact, that probably would have given you a confidence to add to it around 385, 86, 89 breaks, 390 break. So you would have been in a really, really good position on this one if you had taken it here. So yeah, then it just rips, breaks the 4 and just rips for another dollar move. 20% move on this stock, and then yeah, later on it just does what it does. So yeah, a lot of opportunities on this one. Could have taken it the whole day. It could have been a really decent trade that might have broken one of the biggest trades that I have done. But anyways, so that's the analysis on this one. Now, are we going to trade this today? Well, it's still in play. You know, we're still in play, guys. So are we going to trade it or not? We're going to trade it, but is it really in play? I doubt it, because we closed yesterday 360, right? And now it's trading at where? 2 point right there. So unless you're looking for a short on this one, short, if you're selling short, then fine. But for longs, unless it takes that close out, I'm not going to touch this one. Very difficult. I'll keep it on the side, but nah. Today I probably won't trade it. What's up, Silver? How's it going? Morning, buddy. Morning. How you doing? All right. Hold on, guys. Just before 9 o'clock, I need to make sure that my watch list is still on. We were just talking about what happened yesterday with the trades. I updated what happened. I had a few trades, one trade actually, that was running, which I exited soon after. All right, here we go. So yeah, this one I tried CNSP. Remember this one I tried once, and it just yeah, it didn't work. The exit was here. This is why, you know, you read the price action, and if it doesn't do what you expect it to do, then basically you exit instead of leaving it here or there. So this was a really small loser for me, and I left it alone because it didn't look great. Although really nice opportunities for shorts, great opportunities. Okay, so CNSP are already done. It's gapping down, by the way, guys. Huge. It's trading at around this area here, so I don't think there's much to take from it. The other gapper we had was SAI. SAI was gapping, but it just didn't do anything, really. Look at this. It's just not. I'm going to put 5 minutes there. So I'm going to remove that. Although daily looks not too bad. Oh, it's the volume on this. Volume is just bad. No, I'm just going to leave it alone. The other ones we had, this one could be in play. I'm going to keep this. PTPI. PTPI is basically coming back alive now. I mean, it's closed yesterday. A small little pullback from this big move. And it's actually today's gapping up. So PTPI looks interesting. PTPI. I'm going to keep this as a gapper. CNSP, we removed it because it's just gone. BFRG. Why do I have this on my list? I don't know. Delete. OBLG, that's gone. And I don't know what. Yeah. So ROIV looks interesting as a daily. All right. Here's the WINT. Did we ever? Yeah, we did have a look at WINT. WINT, are we going to look at it today? Yes, we might, because it's still in play. But remember, this is going to have huge range. It might actually be very overcrowded as well. So, yeah, it's going to be difficult to trade it. But if you can trade these things, these are the ones that really go for it. I'm inclined a little bit towards shorts on this one. Not going to lie, with this much force and then the rejection. It's not really good for a stock that moves like that. So we might see more dump coming into this stock. That's WINT. I put it on the watch list. What else do we have? Okay, so that's done. SCHW TECK BTU. Okay, let's have a look at this. Charles Schwab. The banking, no, I don't want to trade that. I don't trade banks, so I'll leave it alone. But if you want to look at Charles Schwab yourselves, please be my guest. Tech. Tech definitely is in play. definitely is in play. But it's going to be difficult though, because if you're going to be taking long on this one, you probably will be stretching it, because it's already done 1 to 3 days move. Remember our 3-day cycle, and I'm kind of thinking we might have a drift off on this one. But these things sometimes they could go for like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days as well, back to back sometimes. It depends, but this one hasn't done that in the past, so for this to do it, very unlikely. I think it should be short biased, this one. I'm not going to put it because it just doesn't look good to me. Although really nice, really beautiful daily for swing. How did I miss this one? Tech is definitely on my watch list. What the hell? How did I miss this one? Okay. I was kind of waiting for it to do more days of price action, but it was just too quick. It was just micro pullback on the daily. Yeah, that's probably why I missed it. Yeah, I did have it on my big watch list that I have like 50 watches every day. But anyways, yeah, beautiful. I mean, look at this. This whole move, you consider this to be a big candle, right? So big 1 day or 2 days candle, and then this little beautiful. Really nice. Anyways, I'm not going to put that because it's too late now. What else do we have? PRST, we have NIO is bouncing. I don't know about these Chinese stocks, guys. It's just very hard to read. Anything could change that. BBAI, okay. BBAI is also one of the bigger shorted stocks, high short interest stock. So if this thing rips, it's gonna rip. That's all I'm gonna say. So we're gonna keep BBAI because it's a very heavily shorted stock, and if 4 breaks on this one today, which is attempting to on the pre-market, we might be looking at a very, very strong move on these ones. Same goes for AI as well. AI is also beaten down, but it's kind of surprisingly holding up around this 20 level, bounces off really nicely. This might be a dip buy on AI, but it does really look good because it's gapping up today, showing strength after these bounces. So it's looking good. I like AI sector today. I really like it. Plug, no sir. BBW, Warner Bros, XPEV. Okay, SOUN. So SOUN will be probably the same thing as well. SOUN. Look at this daily though. It's just really nice. The only issue is it's like in the middle of this big move, right? This big move. If this was on its own, it's really, really looking good. And it's the breaking SOUN as well, guys. I'm gonna put when it comes to AI plays. So we have BBAI, AI, and SOUN. You choose what you like when it comes to daily, the volume, and everything. But I'm gonna be keeping an eye on all 3 of them because they all look good for possible long opportunities, even for possible swing opportunities. A bit early on SUN. 350 break would be really nice. AI 25 break would be really nice. BBAI is already broken, so you don't need to wait for this one. If you can find a really nice, 4 break would be absolutely great. But right now, it's actually to be honest, that's the time. So yeah, they all look nice for even possible swings. I think we have enough. We don't need to go further beyond anything that we see right now. CLSK. Okay, CLSK might be a good shorting opportunity. CLSK. CLSK had like back to back green days. You might think this is a red day. This is not a red day, by the way. This is not a red day. The reason why I say that is basically, don't worry about the color. It's still closed above the previous day's close, so it's actually a green day. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green days, very strong. Look at the volume, very like clear, like rising volume on the main move and declining volume. The volume is declining now, so that means this is a very good shorting opportunity, guys. CLSK. All right, I'm almost done, guys. Just bear with me. I'll come back to the chat. Right, that's done. PRSTW, NTI, I already have that. VBA, I already have. And SFTNE. STNE looks good. PPTI. PTPI. Okay, STNE. Sutuni. The volume though. The volume. What's the volume? 5 million volume for an $11 stock. No good, no good, no good. It has to be close to 20 million for me to into it. But this is a really good daily for possible shorting opportunities. Yeah, this is a really good daily. If this volume was like over 10 million, I'll be all over this one. At least towards that 11s, maybe 11, 15s. Yeah. But anyways, I'm not going to put that. Here is the watch list. Before I do that, guys, let me just quickly check the pre-market gappers. DRMA. Why is DRMA gapping? So it's gapping up, really strong stock, looks very strong. Don't know about this rejection though, but definitely worth keeping an eye on it. I'll look for the catalyst in a minute. Let me check the other ones that's gapping up. Blue is gapping. That's acquisition. That's acquisition. I'm not gonna even read that, guys. That's acquisition. YS $2, just a bit low on the low side. I think this might actually drift down, but if it breaks that 220, that's a good area for potential longs. If it breaks the high of day and stays above that, it's good, but I doubt it's gonna do that. I really doubt. It's coming from 1.6 to 204s, not too shabby. YS, I'll keep. The volume is there as well, though. What is the? Why don't the company report the preliminary total revenue of 103 million? Okay, so it's actually a good catalyst, guys. I'm gonna keep this. It actually has a decent catalyst. YS. So YS, we're keeping on the gappers. Dude, there's a lot of gappers today. Hopefully it's going to be similar to yesterday. TRVI is gapping. No, sir. We already have PTPI. CLPT. No, sir. SBSW. SBSW. We are gapping really nicely on this one. Is this earnings related? Precious metal companies are trading lower as gold and silver slip amid a rise in US dollar index. US dollar index is rising, so that means gold and silver, obviously the precious metal is going to go down. They have a reverse, what is it called? I forgot. I'm blanking out here. Brain fart. Yeah, so this is probably also related to that, but it's gapping up though. That's not the reason for its gapping up. Several companies are trading higher as innovative investors digest recent economic data. PPI fell month over month, but jobless claims come in higher than expected, increasing fears of recession. So yeah, when you do get that, obviously these metals will start to rip a little bit, energy and these stuff. Yeah, I'm not too keen on this one. No, sir. All right, here we go. This is our watch list. Help yourselves. All right. Let's go, baby. This is our watch list. I'm just about to post it. There we go. Yesterday's watch list was this here. All the gappers we took, CFRX, PRST, CNSP. All of these three we took with really, really good, decent trading opportunities on those ones. So today, we've got CXAI on the main watch, ROIV. WINT, BBAI, AI, SOUN, CLSK. These are all kind of somehow related to AI. So AI might be getting hot this week. So keep an eye on those. PRST, PPTI, PTPI. These two from yesterday we're keeping, DRMA and YS. All of them have decent gaps. So let's have a look at why DRMA is gapping. This is also biotech in my opinion. Let's have a look at yeah, biotech. So yeah, to be honest, it's not saying anything. There's not much of a news on this move. Anybody knows anything about this? Dude, this is just saying that it's gapping up. Okay, I know it's gapping up. Give me a reason why it's gapping up. What a bullshit news system this is. This is bullcrap, man. I don't need to know all of these. Just tell me why it's gapping up. Sorry, guys. I got a bit emotional there. This is bullshit. Look, 12 healthcare stock moving. Why do I care about 12 healthcare stocks that's moving after market? Come on, give me what is related to the RMA. Sometimes, you know. Unless I can change that. Anyways, no, I just don't want to get distracted. So we don't know that. I can't say anything, to be honest. This could drift down. This could fly. We'll keep it just in case, but we just don't know the catalyst behind it. But however, why as catalyst, we know if it starts to break that 220, we will be interested. PTPI, we know what this has done. Previous runner. I mean, no, it's not a previous runner. It's in Momo basically. It's in play, and it's gapping up. And the same goes for this one, PRST. We're just keeping it on the watch list. Why? Because if it starts to reclaim back that 4, then we could look into taking some longs on this one, long opportunities on this one. Only then. Trading is short. I don't think from 3s here is... It could be actually. This might be a shorting opportunity as well. Let me just clear these guys. Et voila. All right, that's it. All right, let's go. All right, so what's up, Silver? How's it going, buddy? Welcome. And Snickers obviously working at this time, and our man Doritos Scalper is busy this week. Doritos would have been able to find out the catalyst for the RMA. He's good with those things. Anyways, so that's the watch list, guys. I am kind of inclined to watching the AI sector a bit more like focused on those. There are opportunities on these ones as well, like CXAI is looking rather nice. This is also, is this also related to AI? Yeah, it seems like this is also related to AI. So maybe it's because this is also moving like that. It's picking up the AI sector again. So might not be a bad thing to keep an eye on that sector. ROIV. Why do I keep this ROIV? Because it's got a huge volume, more than... It's like almost double the average volume that it does. So relative volume is really high. It's done a very strong move yesterday. Closed up right at the highs with a decent volume. So something has changed on this one, right? Something has changed. And the fact that it's closed right at the highs means that it still has that momentum. People still want this thing. There's still demand for it, right? So we're going to look into maybe capturing the second day runner on this one. Right, something like this, like second day, third day, they could run, especially if it starts to break this trend line here. It's right on that anyway, so yeah, that's why I kept it. WINT. I'm keeping this because if it starts to run again, it could be also a good shorting opportunity as well. BBI, you know, It's an AI stock. Be careful with the AI stock as well, guys. Right at the open, you might see a big, massive wash on these ones, because I think there's a lot of times we've been seeing this, right? Right at the opens, washes up big time, and then starts to reclaim. So AI does that. Look at this, right? So do not try AI right at the open. Give it 5 minutes, 10, 15 minutes ideally. Look at this. This is 5 minute chart, by the way, not 1 minute. So that a lot of things happen within that 5 minutes. So look at this. I mean, this is the only one that actually continued to the downside, but the bounces, yeah. So there's a lot of them. SOUN looks really nice over 3. I'm kind of liking this one, although the volume, yeah, but kind of liking that one. Right. That's it, guys. I'm just gonna grab something to eat, guys. Give me about 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Could take 15 or half an hour, depends. No, probably max 15 minutes. But until then, what can I do here? All right, let me just put a note here that yeah, or I'll see you at the open, guys. See you at the open, right? Let's go. All right. See you back, guys. Take it easy. All right, guys. What's up? Market's open, guys. Best of luck. DRMA. Let's go. See SPY. SPY basically gapping up. Yesterday it closed up strong as well, so it's gapping up today. So do expect SPY to be attempting to gap fill, wash off a little bit at the open, maybe going for a choppy zone, choppy environment, and then maybe we'll see if we can find anything. But to be honest, on the big names, yes, there's opportunities in the long side for the longs, but I think there's more opportunities on these big, smaller names. These smaller names. Look at PTPI going. PTPI is going for a squeeze. Might be a bit late on this one, guys, unfortunately, but it's still early. Too early for me. Can't do anything here. If 6 starts to break now, if it comes back to 6, then it might be a good one. Let's see, but this one has to be very, very quick one, guys. I'm watching this. PTPI. And also we've got our YS is still under 2, which I don't like. All right, here we go. Here we go. 6 is getting hit. 6 has huge numbers. PTPI. Getting ready. Here we go. PTPI. Still struggling though at the 6 level, but that's pretty normal. There's a lot of, obviously, at the open there will be a lot of orders to fill in. Okay, huge volume coming into the downside. Is it halt? It's not a halt, is it? No, it's not. No, it can't be a halt. It has to go to at least. All right, this is kind of looking okay now. 590. Okay. What are we looking at? 587s. There's huge. I mean, around this area here, guys, there's a lot of sellers there. But yeah, getting ready now to take them out. Okay, here we go. Still struggling. But I think when it does take them out, I think we might see a massive move to the upside. We might not be able to catch it. AI looks interesting. We'll look at that. AI looks interesting. Yeah, that's washing down, isn't it? Yeah. Just remember on AI, as I mentioned, usually you will see the wash off on AI earlier on, right at the open. But now what it does around after the open, like after half an hour or so, is what? YS, that's the one I missed, guys. That's the one I was actually, that is the one that had catalyst, the decent catalyst. I think I've wasted my time on PTPI looking at this one, trying to get something here, but it never actually broke that 6. Look at that, it's actually rejected from 6 to the tick. It could still do anything after 6. It could pop very quickly because it's the more it attacks that 6, the thinner the volume gets over there, or the orders. Yeah, we missed YS, guys. YS was something that I was like, oh, it's still sub $2, but it really ripped. It might not be late, guys, on this one. I'm not like, yeah, it might not be late on this one. I'm gonna keep it on the side. I might trade it on the side as well. DRMA is back as well, so gappers are back at the highs of the day. Looking good. This is also good. 350 break is really decent on this one. Yeah, it's really looking good. YS, hopefully it will hold here for a while. YS. I'm looking for all 3 of these gappers, okay? This one is looking good for 345s. Okay, here we go. 351. I got in 351. It needs to do something very quick, otherwise I'm going to be exiting very quickly. DRMA 351. DRMA 351. I'll mark it up in a minute. I just want to see if it, yeah, it's going for it. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. 51s. It's not going as fast as I would have actually liked, but the volume is there still and it's holding up really nicely. Break of the high of the, there we go. This is what I mean. All right, here we go. 375s. Give me some. 372s. Fine. 372s. Okay. Quick exit. Not the full one, but partial on 372s. I know it's a bit early. 372 exit here. But you cannot go wrong with something that is giving you some money. All right. PTPI, yeah, it was showing sign of a big dump coming in as well. This is looking really interesting, guys. Another partial might be due right about... wow, it's actually rejected a bit faster than I thought. PTPI basically just completely dumped and basically is on a... YS is looking not too bad. It bounced off of 210. I'm going to pay attention to this one for the moment because 351 is the... I'm still not out the woods yet because it could do any time now a big wash or a rocket fall, whatever you want to call it. So I'm prepared to deal with it as soon as it does that. Now, if it starts to rip towards the 4 again, I didn't get the chance to take some here at 391. It was too quick. Now, if it does run towards that 4, I'm going to take another partial out. So, yeah. Dude, PTPI is done. Could be a good shorting opportunity, though. Oh, there it goes. There's that wash I was talking about. Hopefully, it's actually holding here. Anything under here on the break of this 347, I'll be out. I'll be out of this one. I'm not going to hold it until here, guys. I'm going to be out of this 347, 45s. In fact, I might put a hard stop on this one. I can put a hard stop and then watch YS because it's actually showing more sign of strength there. YS looking for longs to over 225. YS looking for longs over 225. Possibly 226 is the long. Oh, AI broke yesterday's close. AI looks very good shorting opportunity there. Yeah, I'm looking for YS as well to take long, guys. This one I've already put that hard stop, guys. So right about 345 I put it. So if it does take me out, it takes me out. That's fine. I'm going to leave that alone. Let's see the other ones. YS. Why am I interested in this one? Well, basically, it's a gap and go setup, hopefully, and it's got a decent catalyst. We are seeing a very, very clear rejection from 224. So that breaks. Expect it to run. Now, if it doesn't run, if it comes back in, yes, that could be a quick scalp loser. But if it does start to run from 225s, it could take out the high of day, and in turn, it could take out the high of pre-market. Then it could run decent. So that's why I'm waiting for. You could even put a stop limit order around 226 to 227. Give it one. Don't give it 1 cent because you're going to miss it. Maybe 3 cents from 226 to 230 maybe. Give that limit order, stop limit order, and take it as it breaks out. AI. Okay, let's look back at AI, and it's bouncing big. Is that a bounce or is that a pullback? I will find out in a minute. My thingy is doing really good as well. This is not too bad. This is bouncing, looking good, guys. Most of the ones that we're watching. Take right about 226, as I mentioned, will be the order that you could take. Stop limit order. Don't put too much, obviously. 3-4 cents spread will be fine on the stop limit. And then with this one, if it does take our order in, we'll have to be quick on the exit if it doesn't do what we expect it to do. So I'm repeating myself again because it's that important. DRMA coming back down. It doesn't want to take that PTPI basically. Yeah. This is why you wait, really wait. If something is showing you clearly, at 6 I was watching that level really, really strongly holding. And that means huge sellers were just lining up there to short this thing. And they actually pushed down. They actually said, well, you know, it's not going to get to 6. Now we're going to push it down. We're going to start to fill our shorts way lower. That's why you will see this. And also it could be the bull trap as well when with this high of day break. AI looking good for a nice little short, but to be honest, it could be, that could be a reversal. AI tends to do that. AI tends to do that. Let's have a look at AI. Is that a, actually that doesn't look like a reversal. That looks like a pullback. So that's a shorting opportunity to return on it right about now, guys. 22.83 right about now. 22.81 even. 22.80. 82 is even better. 22.82s. I wanna see this pop though. I wanna see this pop. Okay, it might not pop. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let pop, baby, pop. I wanna see this pop. At least for like 22.90s, maybe close to 23s. But even if it doesn't, then I'm gonna take it. If it starts to drift now, there's a possibility that there's a nice short here. But seems like it's bringing volume as well. It's bringing volume over here. It's kind of hard to tell on this one. It's not very clear. Not very clear at all. But so yeah, I think there's some strength. No, there's weakness on it. Okay, YS I'm in, guys. YS I'm in. I'm watching that. I have to be very quick on this one, guys. YS I'm in. Okay, taking this one, guys. 22.81, 22.81 AI, 22.81. Why not? 22.81 short. Although I was long biased on this one, I took a short. 81. Yes, sir. YS is also looking okay. Let's break. And this is gonna take me out. If it does take 22.93, 95s out, it's gonna be a very small loser because volume is coming in and it's actually kind of looks reversal to me. So I'm gonna be out on this one. A very quick loser on this. Yeah, it's definitely coming back up. This is what it does, man. I've seen this over and over again. It actually does exactly what I was analyzing earlier. I was telling that this thing washes off and then reclaims very quickly. So now we'll have to wait for that this bar to close. Hopefully it's not going to go very... Oh, it wants to go. Right, 23 break. I'll be out. It's good that you didn't take it. It's good that you didn't take it. It was kind of like a reversal. Now it's clearly a reversal because we have a rising volume on this push. I'm out, guys. 23 break. I'm out. So yeah, I mean just a small loser, not huge. Also not a very small one either. Kind of close to very 23.01, something like that. Close to 1 hour on this one. Maybe less than 1 hour, but yeah. It was worth it for sure. It was worth it because we did have AI getting beaten down quite a bit, and we could have a follow through to the downside. The only issue with AI is it washes off and then reclaims very quickly. So your YS, guys, YS. So that is definitely worth a chance there. It wasn't very clean move that I expect from these kind of setups. It's not clean at all, but there was VWAP and everything. The confluence was a little bit too much to ignore it. So yeah, are we gonna try it again? Maybe, maybe not. I'm kind of hoping that it starts to rip, then I can look for longs instead of shorts. I'm a bit careful on shorts on AI stocks at this point. YS has come back down, so I might have to 220s. Okay, 221. I'm out of YS, guys. I'm out of YS. I don't like it. 220. 220. Very close to our entry, but then again, YS right there. 220. You can't. That's why. That's why it's very difficult for me to like call these and then thingy like show you every single move or every single because I need to be very quick on the exits. Once this happened, you know, you gotta exit. That's just because we're supposed to basically be going and ripping, and it didn't. So you can't just be holding on to this thing. So 220 was our exit. It's a good trade actually. It's really a good trade. Why do I say that? Just like yesterday, PRST, right? We had taken 4 cents loser, right? We had 4 cents loser, and we took that risk. We had to be very quick with the exit, and the second trade, we actually got stopped out. Was it PRST or the other one? Anyways, 4 cents loser, but then the other one that ripped was more than $1 winner for us. So think about it. I'll take those kind of trades any day, guys. What's up, Lizzo? Did I get it right? Welcome, buddy. How you doing? Also, I'm out of the DRMA for a small profit. Although it could be it could still be very early. As I mentioned, these were very quick entries and quick exits. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. This one could have taken me out like prematurely. I might enter this one again, guys, because this is a premature exit. You know what I mean? Kinda sometimes get caught on those. CXAI is ripping as well, guys. CXAI from the watch list. CXAI. This one I'm gonna attempt to take another one, guys. Right about the break of 370 DRMA. Another chance. It does definitely work. It's worth it. It's a small winner for me, but could have held it until the break of the VWAP. But yeah, the plan was to actually exit very quickly, so I stick to the plan. I'm happy about it. 370 break on this one, guys. 370 break. 370 break. Let's go it's kind of difficult, guys. I'm gonna hold off on this one, guys. There's a lot of pressure here. I feel like there's a lot of pressure. I'm gonna wait up on this one, guys. I really want to wait up on this one. No way. There's a lot of pressure. I mean, even if it does break 370, we've got 380. Look at these. Look at these. I mean, if it does break 380, yes, maybe. Volume is coming in. Okay, it's taking those in. All right, let's see what it does around this area here. Okay, it's actually taking that out. I might be wrong on this one. Might be wrong on this one, guys. No, maybe not. Yeah, SPY is funny at this point. We're watching this one. DRMA is actually not looking too bad for possible long opportunities. I'll give you in a minute what take profits, stop loss do you use. It really depends. Look at CXAI, guys. It ripped. It's from our watch list. We were looking for longs on this one, by the way, on CXAI. There it goes. Unfortunately for me, I missed it because I was paying attention to this bad boy. Right now, it's looking not too bad, guys. We do have 385s, quite a lot of overhead resistance. We have 4. I don't know, man. I mean, this one, yes, it's a gap and go setup. I want to start. The volume is kicking in, but there's a lot of overhead resistance. We're talking about 385, 390, 4. All of them are like massive. So, CXAI looks, yeah, I mean, really good. Also, BBAI is also looking not too bad. AI is looking okay, not yet though. I mean, once it starts to take out 2310s, then maybe. What is our SOUN doing? All right, guys, this one looks interesting. I'm gonna be trying now. You see this 380? You see this here? Held very strong. So we have a zone of a very strong support as a resistance area. We call it zone, not just line. And if this gets taken out, then we could actually rip on this one. So it depends. Now the question is, how far does it retrace? And if it doesn't retrace much, that means it's actually going to take that out. So we could start early. If it starts to reclaim 380 now, I'm gonna take starter position, and then break of 4 will be at point. Quite busy, guys. Really busy. A lot of things that's moving. Couldn't catch CXAI. I was actually kind of looking forward to that, but it happened so quick. Just couldn't get in on it. Today I have to leave early, guys. I think if I can't catch anything in the next 10 minutes or so, I probably will have to leave because I've got to run some errands. Okay, this is interesting, guys. Holding up, you know, the rejection came in not so strong, so I'm really like looking forward to getting a nice little entry on this one. Maybe start early, right? About 375s right here, in fact. Start early, maybe break of 380, add 4 add. All right, let's do that. Let it come back to 380, close to 380 now. Ooh, CXII dropping big. CXII just washed massive at the moment. All right, I'm interested in this DRMA long over 370. I want to see the volume coming in. As soon as the volume comes in, it really doesn't matter as long as it holds over 370. It could be 377, 380 break. I'm just waiting for that volume to kick in, and also watching the tape, how it responds to that. Just remember, guys, we are still early. You know, if you want to be really like confirmed entry on this one, you want to wait for that 4 break. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. You want to wait for that 4 break, because at this point we have a lot of resistance. The fact that it's actually attempted on the 380s again and again could have actually gotten rid of some of the orders that are waiting to be filled, but I mean, even after that, we have 385s and 390s. Okay, here we go. That's why I'm actually starting. All right, here we go. 380s. Okay, this push was a bit too strong, so the volume came in. Okay, the volume came in. Here we go. All right, I'm in 380s, guys. Oh, okay. I'm out. Okay. All right. So this is why you've got to be very quick on this one. It's kind of hard for me to commentate on this one. Really hard. It's kind of hard because it just happens so quick. This is why I was really like a bit pessimist on this zone here. Look, it trapped everyone, including me. To be honest, I got really lucky on this exit. 360 something, 362 or something like that. Really good exit. So I got in about 378, I think. Around that area here. Unfortunately, it's one of those that basically you just don't have the time to call out the exit. That's why I say I'm gonna trade this, but the exit was about 362. Yeah. So as soon as I mean, it could be a natural thing for me, but what I've always been doing is ask yourself whether this thing, what do you expect from it? Once it breaks that, what do you expect from it? Well, what I expect is to basically rip, at least attempt to rip, especially with this much volume. If it doesn't break, if it doesn't rip, especially volume picks up, that means it's the opposite. You got to be very worried, especially with the stock like this. A rug pull is very imminent. That's why where was the other one? TRMA wild. Absolutely. We do expect this kind of move from these gappers anyways. Don't be surprised if it does that. It's actually no surprise that it's wild, right? Really not. I'm not surprised at all. It does that. Which one was I gonna show you? And this is also one of those that did that, PTPI. Remember this area here? Very, very close to, very close price action to the other one, DRMA. 6 was holding very strongly, and this little thing just ripped a little bit. This was cleaner though, and then just washed off. Just final gasp, and then that's it. So a lot of people, you could really get caught on this one. Like if you're not very quick, where's my, oh yeah. If you're not very, can you guys see this red here? This red stop, or it should be this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so as you can see, small losers on this one. This one was a winner. This one was a small loser. So like kind of small loser on the DRMA at this point. ROIV. ROIV was also one of those that I was looking for possible longs. The only issue with this one is it's a low volume. No, I'm going to explain what I do, okay? In a minute. Once I'm taking trades, I just don't have the time to explain my thought process. Look at SPY washing off. Massive, guys. It actually is it massive? Yeah, it's kind of massive. Let's see. It's going for that gap fill, which I was mentioning also. Remember, SPY with this kind of gap after a decent run, we might see a gap fill attempt, which it's going for. Yeah. AI basically choppy. AI choppy. Very choppy. Okay. Am I looking for anything at this point so I can explain my take profits and stop losses? Okay, so basically is the Lizzo or is ISO. When I take DRMA is a small caps, small price stock. That's completely different. I do recommend for my followers to be very careful if they're going to trade these things because it's all momentum based. You can't base your stop on a technical level. It has to be based off of pure tape reading and very quick reactions to what happens and what doesn't happen. So it's a bit of an advanced way to basically manage a trade on these. However, on a normal stock, let's say for example AI. I shorted it here and then it was a loser about 23 break. Okay, so on this one I will mention something like, guys, I'm looking for the short around this area here, 2280s, 2281s, and I will almost always mention where my stop will go. So I will say, for example, at the break of the VWAP, give or take 5 cents or so, close to 23 break, I'm going to be exiting this thing. So you could put your stop anywhere here. What I don't do, however, is I put a hard stop. I don't put a hard stop. Okay. Sometimes it gets me in trouble. Sometimes, one in, let's say, 20 trades, it might get me in trouble because this thing could rip and I might be exiting here. The other day it happened to me actually. I had a 2-hour loser instead of a 1-hour loser. But anyways, most cases I will not put it. Now, once I start to see price action after it breaks certain level I didn't want it to break, then I will exit on the second or the third candle after that. Because why? What happens is you will get a big rip over that level and then comes back in. So it's like a big wick that actually went for that liquidity hunt. It hunted the liquidity and hunted all the orders and came back down as it should have for the main move down. So you are going to miss out huge moves if you do start putting big hard stops. But if you are beginning, right, let's say if you're experiencing anything under 2 years, I'll always recommend to hard stop. But what you can do is you can always keep it a little bit higher than your normal level so that you can actually withstand that whipsaw. I would recommend, let's say, for example, if your stop is at the above VWAP, if you see another level like a round number 23, for example, or another level, put it on the second level, not just VWAP. So because most of the time, remember, VWAP is a magnet. It attracts the price. It will go be over and under, over and under, over and under the VWAP because it has VWAP area has a lot of orders to be filled in, and market makers love that, love the price to be around VWAP because they can fill the price, the orders very easily. So you want to avoid putting your stop really close to the VWAP. So if you're putting hard stop, always leave some room for the next level up and trade it as you would for this stop loss. Profit taking, it depends. Profit taking, it really depends on that specific stock. Most of them come from a daily analysis, but usually my first partial would be 2 to 1, usually. So if I had risked, let's say 10 cents, and if the price is doing 20 cents for my, after my entry, then I would take that first partial, and then the second partial usually is about 4 hour move. So if it starts to move 40 cents or 35 cents, something like that, I will take the second partial off. So now, okay. The example of yesterday's trades, if you, Lizzo, if you go back to yesterday's stream, we traded quite a few stocks yesterday with really good explanation, but in advance warning of where my partials are, where I've taken my partials and my stop losses. I think yesterday's trades might explain a bit more in detail live as well, but I can go back to them actually. Yeah, Snicker. A 5 minute on the 5 minute 200 EMA could be strong level. Yeah, I mean, look at this 200 EMA. Look at this, guys. Look at this, right? It's not a joke. It does get respected even on 1 minute. Look at this, right? And I'll show you another one, which is PTPI, which was very weak after this wash. Still, actually got stopped at the 200 EMA. Snicker. The fact that SPY is running this much is crazy. It's gonna break anything. It's right at the gap fill now. Dude, it was a good trade. It was a good trade. Why should you be sad? Did you follow your rules? If you did, it was a good trade. Yeah, SPY is definitely, it doesn't usually move like this, but I've been saying for the past 2 days as well, expect SPY to pull back a little bit because we've had on SPY, if we can actually zoom in on the daily on this one, on SPY. I mean, we had, since this bounce, we had decent move up, apart from this. Every day was up, without a decent pullback. So kind of expect a bit of a pullback. Look at the bounce coming in from the yesterday's close. Literally going from green to red. It didn't. Now it's bouncing off of it. Dude, that's probably not good for your brain. If you do that in the long run, it's not good for your brain, buddy. You got to rest up. You're gonna go mad. Everything is gonna, with SPY being weak like this, everything is gonna follow suit. For example, AMD was strong today, right? AMD was strong today, but look what it did. I just follow suit. Everything you see, every big major cap you see will look like that. Your Teslas, look at this clean move, right? Your probably Apples and your pretty much everything else, right? Apple is relatively strong, guys. Wow. So if you're gonna look for anything to long, it's probably gonna be Apple. This is holding up extremely well. Maybe the tech sector is actually holding up nicely. XLK, is it? Is it XLK, the technology? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, even XLK is dipping down a little bit, but Apple specifically is actually holding up. So, now that SPY is bouncing, this could actually bounce from the VWAP. So there's that opportunity as well on Apple for possible long opportunities. But is SPY, is this a pullback or retracement bounce, or this a reversal bounce? Right now, as far as the volume stands, it looks like a reversal because the volume came in big on these areas. So it could be a V reversal we are seeing. At least towards the VWAP. All right. Yeah, I mean, you've got to, man. It's like a bad situation for trading, really. It's a bad situation. You need a huge amount of time before and after for trading, especially day trading. If you want to do swing trading, that's a different story. It'll be a little bit easier. Yeah, I mean, it's getting really like it's gone now. Most of the opportunities, PTPI. I mean, I was looking for short, but again, I'm gonna leave it alone. This one is still valid in my opinion, but this one right now kind of looks like a short. But if it starts to reclaim the VWAP and starts to trade over 350 again, these are the ones that might run midday. Usually they do that, so it will hang around VWAP, over and under, or maybe over the VWAP, and it starts to rip after the midday quiet times. Why is it easier to rip on a midday? It's because there's less volume. A lot of traders will go for lunch and stuff like that. Then it's easy. It will be easier to move it, right? If somebody wants to move it, it'll take them way less volume than it would right now. So yeah. Anywho, guys, today small losers. This one was a break even almost. One winner, one small loser. This was a really good one. Oh, dude, that's tough, man. This is what I meant by short opportunity on this one. Beautiful. And this has more room as well. This has a lot of room actually to go, the RMA. So I kind of forgot about this one. Didn't have any catalyst, so that's yeah. This one didn't have catalyst, so this could be all day drifter. I'm not really sort of. I don't think this is gonna rip. It's gonna, even if it reclaims the VWAP, it might not have that strength unless we are missing something on the fundamentals, which we're not seeing anything. So we're not seeing any news. This is a short return all over it, probably all day fader. Probably all day fader here. We'll see. Tomorrow we'll come back and we'll find this thing to be trading around under twos, guys. Maybe around here. I don't want to say. Yeah, I think I will see that tomorrow on this one. So we might have actually, instead of, this long was really decent. This long was a bit again, this was a starter. Remember that this was a starter, and the ad was at the break of 390s and 3.4s, which never came. So starter position, even if I had gotten out here on this position, it would probably not be 1 hour because it was that small. Anyways, what else did I take? The small loser, actually 1 hour loser, close to 1 hour loser on AI though. This was a full size, yeah, 1 hour loser. And that's pretty much it. I think about today, 2 hour, less than 2 hour loser, guys, which is not too bad. Which is not too bad. Yesterday I had like I would say about 7-8 hour winner. Could have been much better, obviously, but since I'm back to trading, it's been a week only. I didn't really load up on those shares yesterday. Like for example, we traded the PRST yesterday very strongly, very yeah. So we took a trade here and ended up getting average of almost. Was that the one that gave us $1? Yeah, that's the one. And then second trade also gave us the $1 for a risk of 20 cents or 30. So huge. So that itself, this itself gave me about 5 hour, and the other one gave me about, I think it might have been more than 8 hour. Anywho, so my winners 8 hour, my losers 2 hour. I don't mind that. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna have to head out now. Sorry about leaving early, but tomorrow, definitely around 8 a.m. EST, I'll be back. And until then, take it easy. Stay safe out there. Cheers, guys.